Good morning, student. That day we learned a poem, Have You Earned Your Tomorrow by Edgar Guest. Let us see, we have explained it at the thematic level. Now at the linguistic level, we discuss here about the dominant poetic device, that is the figures of speech in this present poem. The dominatings are here the alliteration, interrogation and synecdoche. These are no doubt a dominating one. Dominating means influencing one. There are many others also, but let us consider these three in light of this poem. First of all, an alliteration. Alliteration is a figures of speech that is no doubt commonly appear in every poem. What is an alliteration? Alliteration means the same sounding letter is repeated successively in the same line. For example, in this poem, let us see here. This day is almost over and its toiling time is through. In this line, this day is almost over and its toiling time is through. The sound t is repeated. When in the exam it is asked, name and explain the figures of speech, means you have to write the name of that figures of speech. For example, an alliteration and explain what is there, what is repeated there, what sound is repeated. Here I have explained the sound t. It is written in a slash bar. The sound t is repeated successively. Successively it means in a close manner. एका पाठोपाठ एक, लागोपाठ या अर्थाने आपण वापरतो. जेव्हा विशिष्ट ध्वनीची ट ट ल ल त्या ओळीमध्ये पुनरावृत्ती होते, दॅट फिगर्स इज कॉल्ड ॲन अलिटरेशन. त्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये अनुप्रास अलंकार म्हणतो. अँड अनदर, लेट अस सी द सेकंड is an interrogation. Interrogation, no doubt, at least 10 times it appears in the poem. The poem itself is an interrogation. The full poem is in an interrogation form. Question form मध्ये, interrogation form मध्ये आहे. And now, what is interrogation? Interrogation means a question asked. The question asked not only to seek an answer, not only to get an answer, but whatever the speaker here made his own statement, an emphatic one, to give emphasize. Emphasize म्हणजे to give importance, महत्त्व देणे. आपल्या म्हणणं अधिक परिणामकारकरित्या सांगण्यासाठी, अधिक जोर देऊन सांगण्यासाठी स्पीकर कवितेमध्ये इंटरोगेशनचा वापर करतात किंवा कुठेही आपण एसेमध्ये, स्पीचमध्ये इंटरोगेशनचा वापर करतो. त्यावेळेस आपल्याला उत्तराची अपेक्षा नसते, तर इट इज नथिंग ए क्वेश्चन इट सेल्फ, बट इट इज ओनली ॲन एम्फॅटिक स्टेटमेंट. द फिगर मीन्स द पोएट वॉट एवर ही सेज इट in a emphatic way, to give his own saying the more importance, अधिक महत्त्व देण्यासाठी आपल्या म्हणण्याला कवी इथं इंटरोगेशनचा वापर करताना आपल्याला दिसतंय. हा इंटरोगेशन उत्तरं विचारण्यासाठी नसतो. इन दिस फिगर द पोएट इंटरोगेट्स or questions to emphasize the statement, or rather it is an emphatic statement. An emphatic statement. What is the explanation? The interrogation means an emphatic statement. For example, is anybody happier because you passed his way? Is anybody happier because you passed his way? Here the poet does not seek an answer, does not ask this question for an answer. उत्तरासाठी नाही आहे. तर the poet इथे emphatically says that is anybody really happy, whoever is passed by your way. Okay. And another one is the synecdoche. synecdoche or synecdoche. In both way it is pronounced. Remember, this is a Latin word in itself. synecdoche हा Latin word आहे. May pronounce it as for स्पेलिंग से synecdoche म्हणा किंवा synecdoche म्हणा, तुम्हाला जसं स्पेलिंग लक्षात राहील तसं. synecdoche is the pronunciation here. Now what is this figure of speech? In this figure, a part is made to represent the whole or vice versa. The whole is referred to represent the part. The whole is represent to refer a part, or a part is referred to represent the whole. म्हणजे इथे एखाद्या घटकाचाच वापर केलेला असतो टू प्रेझेंट द होल. पूर्णतः एखाद्या व्यक्तीचा उल्लेख करण्याऐवजी त्याच्या एखाद्याच ऑर्गन्सचा उल्लेख करण्यासाठी इथं काय केलेलं असतं, होल वापरलेलं असतं. किंवा फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण आधी उदाहरणातून बघूया. फॉर एक्झाम्पल इंग्लंड लॉस्ट बाय 6 विकेट. इंग्लंड लॉस्ट बाय 6 विकेट. किंवा इंडिया विन्स द क्रिकेट मॅच. आता हिअर इंग्लंड मीन्स not the whole England, whole country, or India means not the whole country, means India is referred to the only for a cricket team. Here is also England is referred to a part, that is only the England's cricket team. पण इंग्लंडच्या क्रिकेट टीमचा उल्लेख न करता इथे इंग्लंड म्हणलेला आहे बघा. इंग्लंड लॉस्ट बाय 6 विकेट्स मीन्स हिअर होल इज रिफर्ड टू ए पार्ट. पूर्णतः संपूर्ण घटकाचा उल्लेख एका छोट्या घटकासाठी, एका आंशिक घटकासाठी आपल्याला केलेला दिसतो. किंवा त्याच्या उलटही वापर होता. आंशिक घटक हा होल घटकाची तुलना करण्यासाठी वापरला जातो. ही आस्क फॉर हर हँड. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, ही आस्क फॉर हर हँड. हिअर हर हँड मीन्स आस्किंग ए वुमन टू मॅरी. त्याचा हात मागितला याचा अर्थ त्या महिलेला त्याने मागणी घातली लग्नाची असा अर्थ आहे. म्हणजे हिअर पार्ट इज रिफर टू ए होल. इन आवर पोएम that you help a single brother of the many that you passed. A single brother इथं उल्लेख केला आहे. सिंगल ब्रदर्स मीन्स आउट ऑफ मेनी फेलो बिईंग्स, मेनी इनमेट्स. तुमच्या अवतीभोवतीच्या अनेक बांधवांपैकी एकाला मदत केली का. म्हणजे हिअर ब्रदर मीन्स ह्युमन बिईंग्स. हिअर द पार्ट इज रिफर फॉर ए होल. और is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Here single heart is referred to a person. Single heart is a part, means heart is referred to a person, represent a person. एका व्यक्तीचं प्रतिनिधित्व करतो. तुम्ही एखाद्या तरी माणसाला आनंद दिला आहे का. what you, तुमच्या शब्दाने तुमच्या बोलण्याने आनंद झाला आहे का. Here not the person referred but a heart is referred. Here the part is referred as a whole. This way in synecdoche a part is represent the whole or the whole is referred to represent the part is called the figures of speech synecdoche. Now find out more. I have just given here the single example. Find as many or as much example as of alliteration, interrogation and synecdoche from the poem and write it in your notebook. Thank you of you. If you have any doubt, then ask me again. Okay? Let us read it at home and write the figures of speech. There are exercises below the poem. Write in your notebook and read the poem thoroughly. We shall also make a PPT of it. Okay?